Okay, what's up, guys and girls? This is the King. This is the King's Tech Kingdom. Let's get into this market update. Today, we're going to be talking about Raptoreum, Kaspa, IronFish, and Kadena. Okay, let's get into it. First things, first things first. Let's go and talk about this coin, IronFish. IronFish is currently trading at 369. It's definitely taken a tumble from its all-time high recently. Well, not all. Yes, all-time high, but not all-time high because the coin recently just launched, hit a price of $16, and as you can see, it sold off. Ironfish is a relatively new coin, really cool project, a lot of a lot of privacy. But as you guys have probably heard, there are currently bit streams out for FPGAs and potentially ASICs down the line coming on Ironfish, which is the reason why right now I am not particularly mining this coin, just because of the fact that I'm not trying to mine it and then have it get dumped on further than the $3 mark, because right now, even with most graphics cards, it's on the teetering of being profitable and not. I'm currently paying around 11 cents power rate, so it is in that profitable range, but at the same time, there are other coins that I'd rather just stack a bag of if I'm not necessarily worrying about profitability. So that is one thing to keep in mind with some of these newer coins, because had you had a baby bag of it from Testnet or whatever, that $16 sell point would have been really nice. But as you can see, it's taken quite a tumble from where it was. So that's just one of the things to keep in mind. But potentially, you could see it get back up to that $16 mark here in the next bull run, which is relatively around the corner. So there is always that. That's all I really have to say about Ironfish. Also, with those FPGAs on Ironfish, actually, if they do come out, it may not totally devastate Ironfish, only because of the fact that it's running on the Blake 3 algorithm, which is also running, I know, Alephium and one other coin. I can't name it off the top of my head. But yeah, so the hash rate definitely might get divided between those coins, but nonetheless will still cause a lot of selling pressure. Let's go over here to our Kaspa chart. Kaspa currently is trading at, well, Kaspa is currently trading at 2.7 cents, almost 3 cents. As you guys can see, we're showing some really strong resistance right now around that 2.3 cents range. And if we do fall below that range, the next range we're looking to hold resistance is closer to 1 cent. Our current all-time high is around 4 cents. As you can see, we've been chopping up and down in this uh, 2 cent to the 4 cent range. But as you can see, we're making this descending triangle right here from this peak to this peak. So if we could potentially see a close right on the resistance coming here in the next couple of days, but we do have CPI data and some really good things coming out closer on May 10th that could potentially help the price out quite a bit. So I mean, we could look at a really nice double top formation that could potentially form right around here in the next couple of days on the 10th, which would be really nice for Kadena. I definitely do see us breaking up closer towards a minimum of a 6 cent range here in the short future. I mean, the charts don't lie. Either we're going to be heading up closer towards that 6 cents range, or we may see a breakdown closer to that 1.7 range. Because if we do lose resistance at this 1 cent range, our range after that I'd be looking to catch some resistance would be at that 0.7 of a cent range. But I mean, people are scared right now because the chart does look a bit choppy, but as you guys can see, we bounced right off of that resistance at the 2-3 range and continued upward. Also, there's some really nice things going on with Kadena. They recently had we're going to be having a listing for Uphold coming soon, and that Uphold listing is going to be a lot of what's causing some of the volatility, at least in my opinion, with Kadena right now, only because the fact once we get listed on Uphold, it is I will say a mid-tier exchange here in the US. So there will be a lot more buyers who don't want to use more degen type exchanges like TradeOrder and TextBit, I believe. And so that will definitely drive some adoption. If you go and look at Uphold's Twitter for the last couple of days last week, they did mention that they are excited about listing Kaspa, and part of the reason why they're not listing Kaspa quite yet is because they believe that the token price could potentially be high, because we do have two relatively big run-ups, but and they're just afraid of people getting dumped on, which if you guys are uh have spent any time in the crypto market, having a coin get listed on an exchange and then having the price tank a little, not tank, but retrace a little bit is always, because buy the rumor, sell the news kind of situation, really big here in crypto. By the way, guys, if you haven't, stop really quick, like, subscribe for this video. I plan on making a lot more content of the such for you guys. You know, crypto content, 3D printing content, just like, subscribe. I mean, please also comment down below if you'd like to see any other sort of technical support on any sort of other videos. I'm trying to get more into this YouTube game. I'm here for you guys. So, let's get back to Kaspa really quick. Like I was saying, so they're waiting for the price to come down. So if we do break that 2.3 resistance line, having that listing on uphold could potentially take us right above it. So I'm not worried. I am currently stacking my bag of Kaspa just because, like, this project easily going to be a 20 cent, possibly 16-cent coin here in the near future. And, stack a bag of that, you get 10,000 of them, 10,000, 16, that's a couple grand in your pocket. Yeah, good numbers, good numbers. Another coin that I'm really excited for right now is this coin, Raptoreum, CPU mineable coin, crypto Knight Rider algorithm. We've been trading sideways in this range for quite a while. Not that long ago, we had a nice little pump. If you can see right here, really brought the project back to life. There was a conference. They were the only CPU mineable coin to actually show up for the project. And I mean, that's really good publicity. They are building some really nice things on their project, which I will go over and talk about here in a second. Yeah, so, we're showing really strong resistance above this, around this 0.0017 range. As you can see, we toss back and forth on that quite regularly. We are currently sitting at a recent high of 0.0024. If you guys don't know, the all-time high for Raptoreum is currently sitting around 8 cents. So, I mean, if you mine it now, that's easy, a decent sized minimum 5x. Don't quote me on my math on your money. And I mean, potentially more than that. Raptoreum is a really awesome project. CPU mineable, has some of the creators and developers from World of Warcraft, which was a really big game back in the day. I mean, I feel like this project's been slept on a little bit, but this is a really good project. Plus the additional gain you can get on top of it, mining Raptoreum and then putting it into something like inodes, where you can get compound interest on your Raptoreum essentially. So essentially you're mining and then getting more Raptoreum for free. This project is really awesome. I definitely see us at least getting up to a 2 to 4 cent range here before the next bull run, and then potentially in the next bull run hitting closer to a 10 to 12 cent range. I mean, as you guys can see, their chart is fairly consistent and there's not a lot of sell pressure, even though we had this gain. Like, we had a decent run up, we had some nice retracement, but we still have not broken over that 1.7 range right here. And so, I definitely see us not going past this line anytime soon, unless there's like some really big geopolitical things going on. I cannot talk today. Sorry about that. I did want to show you Raptorium. They are still very active on their website, even though they're being slept on. I mean, they just did their mainnet update that happened not that long ago. They are currently doing their block rewards are currently being not split, but reduced every month. 10 Raptorium less per block, I believe, going on forward for the month. So this could potentially put Raptorium into more of a scarcer coin, and the scarcer it is, the more valuable it potentially can become. So that's looking really good. It shows they're still trying out there. There's a lot of CPU mineable coins that have come out and kind of tanked off, and Raptorium came out closer towards the end of last bull run in 2021, towards the end of the summer, I believe. And it's a really good project. Just so you guys know, full disclosure, I am mining and holding. I currently hold about 10,000 Raptorium. I know it's not a lot, but guess what? Raptorium goes up to $1. we're all banking out. So that's really nice, really cool to see. Their website is forever growing, forever updating. Really cool things, as you can see. I don't know why I clicked on the block explorer. That kind of just happened. I don't know why. It happened. But yeah, Raptoreum, really awesome project, really cool things. One thing I did want to show you guys, I have a full video on Raptoreum actually. Like, subscribe, go down below, check out that full video. It'll tell you all the deeds. One thing I did want to talk about today, because, you know, there has been some, there's been not a lot of people are talking about Kadena right now. And so I feel like I should be the guy to talk about Kadena right now. Currently we're looking at our recent higher high, what is looking around $1.44. Current, we're showing some real strong resistance around that $1.07 range, which we have lost that resistance. The next point I would be looking at a major resistance zone for Raptoreum would be around 76-cent range. If we break that, it could be a nightmare for Kadena. Kadena is also going through a lawsuit right now. I will probably do a video about their lawsuit sometime this weekend. I know I'm a little bit behind, but I would still like to do a video, still like to talk about it. Kadena is also one of those projects where I do have a KD box at home, still mining. I do potentially believe Kadena could make some really nice moves coming here in the next bull run, potentially hitting a minimum of $10 in the next bull run. Easy. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on this coin. The chart has been really choppy, given the news of the lawsuit. That is around the time we lost our resistance at that $1.07. But given good CPI and whatnot next week, I could see that changing and changing for the better. Kadena is one of those coins where it is still a relatively newer coin and has not survived a full bull market. And the way that it's running, and the way that even though the news aren't all positive, the fact that news are still being put out there and people are still reporting on it is a really good sign that this project is at least relevant in people's minds enough to report on it, which is a really good thing. Like, even bad news is still news, and when people hear news, it gets them thinking. Right now, it's bad news. Could potentially be a buying opportunity if you're not necessarily a miner, and if you are a miner, that's really good because people get discouraged. They get off the network. You mine a little bit more, and you know that's a little bit more to your stack of millions later on. Yeah, that's my video. Thank you for coming to the King's Tech channel. I love being here for you guys. I plan on dropping some more videos. I would like you guys, if you guys did stay this far, drop a like and a comment down below. And I plan on doing a giveaway at my first 100 subscribers. I'm just going to use a randomized comment picker. I'm going to go through all my videos and pick all the people. And so, yeah, if you guys like, subscribe, stay tuned. You might be the winner. I don't know what we're going to give away yet, but we're going to find something really, really cool. Possibly one of my extra at-home little mini ASICs. So, you know, cool. Thank you for joining me. Please have a nice day. Peace out, guys.